Happy Saturday, Cafe. We got NFL Sunday, week 11 tomorrow. We have two plays in this video, a plus 104 video / ladder play that we posted everywhere, along with one of the extra plays from the Cafe membership with legs from the 4 p.m. slate. Really looking forward to this NFL Sunday. 6-2 NFL week 10. 6 of the last 7 NFL weeks. We do 8 plays every week. We've either gone 5-3, 6-2, or 7-1. NFL Week 9, the one tough one, but we started off 1-0 on Thursday Night Football, which we're going to recap in a second. So hopefully we can keep it in drive. Here's the game plan. Going to recap that Thursday Night Football game along with NBA Thursday and Friday. Going to go through that real quick. Got the plus 104 play along with an extra play for NFL Sunday from those 4 p.m. games. 6-1 NFL run. Getting it going, and that's 3 straight primetime W's. If you remember, going into NFL Week 9, we were 18-4. We were on an 18-4 run in primetime games. Speed bump there, I think, with all 3 primetime games in NFL Week 9 going down. But maybe we're going to go in again, back on that wave. Would love to finish the second half of the season just like the first. We would definitely take that. Reminder, hit that subscribe button while you're here. Would really appreciate it. It's the first 2-3 months of us posting these YouTube videos. They're only getting better and better week by week. A lot of big plans for them. Trying to get it to 10K subs by the end of the NBA season at least. Quick recap of Thursday. You love to see the Thursday Night Football play hit. Stephon Diggs and Demario Douglas got it done on the first drive for the Pats. First quarter, as easy as it gets. Breece Hall took until the fourth quarter. For some reason, just always had full faith that he was going to get it done for us with the Jets playing from behind. Almost dropped that second reception. It was pretty close. A heart stop for a second. Minus 2-yard catch, but all we needed was the reception. We'll definitely take that. Our NBA extra play that night shouldn't have gone NBA. But we did. RJ gets 2 fouls in the first 3 minutes, has to sit for the rest of the first quarter, never really gets it going, ends on like 9 points, and didn't really see that Dyson Daniels game because obviously Thursday Night Football was on, and it had already lost in that early game with RJ, but only lands on 2 there. Usually a reliable guy for rebounds, but clearly a bad read. We had one extra play in the Cafe membership yesterday on those NBA Cup games. Love to see it. 3 legs sweat-free. Foul trouble actually working on in our favor for Karl Anthony Towns. He only had 3 rebounds at half. We needed 9. Mitchell Robinson gets a 5th foul in the third quarter, has to go to the bench. Cat comes back in and just snags a bunch of rebounds to get to 11. Love to see that, but that's not what you're here for. You're here for NFL Sunday, this plus 104 play. 4 players. Really love this one. Taking it to 2 games in it and that 1 p.m. slate. Going to get right to it. Keenan Allen, 15 plus receiving yards. Cannot believe we're even getting this line here at the odds we're getting it for. He's had it in 47 straight games. 47 straight with 19 or more yards in all 47 of those, averaging 52.9, over triple what we're asking for here. And up against the Jaguars, who ranked 28th against the pass this season. Pretty sure they were 32nd last season as well. So consistently bad against the pass. He's had 40 or more yards in all 7 career games against them. You could up this to 20. You could up it to 25. Would still love it. We're asking for 15. We're also going to his teammate, Ladd McConkey. Surprisingly, Keenan Allen, Ladd McConkey tied for number 1 target share. Each have 82 targets on the season. And Ladd has had 30 plus receiving yards in 24 of his last 25, with 40 or more yards in 23 of those. Another guy, you could up him to 40, would still feel very comfortable there, averaging 63.1, over double what we're asking for. And like I said, the Jaguars so bad against the pass. Also, sneaky could be a little revenge factor here, because last time Herbert and the Chargers played the Jaguars was that game like 3 years ago, when the Jaguars came back from 27-0 in the playoffs to kick the Chargers out. This is the first time they've played since then. So maybe, Herbert's trying to air it out against them, get a big W here. Keenan Allen 15, Ladd McConkey for 30. And then we're taking it to the Steelers Bengals game with Pat Freiermuth, 2 plus receptions, hit in 27 of his last 30. Also, shout out Pat Freiermuth, the 2024 NFL Cafe MVP. We took him for 2 plus like every single week. Didn't miss it a single time. I should have gotten the jersey out. It's around here somewhere. But he's had this in 27 of his last 30 with 3 or more receptions in his last 4. You can clearly see he's getting more in sync with Aaron Rodgers, and that he's realizing Pat Freiermuth is one of his most reliable targets when he needs them. And they're up against the Bengals, who are ranked 30th against the pass and letting up the 3rd most receptions to tight ends. Played him twice last season, had 8 and 6 receptions. Played him once this season, had 2 touchdowns to go along with his 5 receptions and 111 yards. Just an incredible matchup for him at home. Such a bad pass defense. Aaron Rodgers' completion line, I think it's 21, 22 and a half. Love to go to Freiermuth. And then the tight end on the other side of the ball, Noah Fant. 2+ receptions and 10+ receiving yards. He's had these both together in 19 of his last 20 with 15 or more yards in all 19 of those games. Mike Gesicki is out. He's been out for a little bit here. He's on injured reserve, which is why Noah Fant has gotten the chance to step up as the clear tight end one. He's averaging 3.1 receptions, 27.5 yards. He's had this in all 4 career games against the Steelers as well, with 3 receptions and 20 yards in all 4. Played him once this season, 4 receptions for 44 yards. Joe Flacco's completion line, 25.5. That is insane. I know you have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, but other guys are going to have to be involved. You got Noah Fant, Chase Brown, Yoshi Voss. We think everyone's going to be involved, especially the Bengals are playing from behind as a 5.5-point underdog against the Steelers, who are letting up the most receptions in the league. And if you're Mike Tomlin, you're probably going to game plan against guys like Jamar Chase, against guys like T. Higgins, which should leave some open plays for a guy like Noah Fant to get us 2 catches off of 10 yards. He also averages 8.8 yards a reception. So he can get this in 1, but we're going to need 2. He's in that last 20 games. I don't think he's actually ever had 2 catches and not had 10 yards. Got to go back like a few seasons to really see that. But love him to get it done. And there's the play, plus 104. As always, it's a 1-unit play. These are mainly just 1-unit plays. We do the ladder because it's obviously a lot of fun, and we make the videos for it. This is day 2 of the ladder coming off that Thursday night win. The full game plan for NFL Sunday. We got this play, and we do 4 total plays every NFL Sunday with the Cafe membership. We're going to go through one of those extra plays in a second in this video. Also, think we're going to send out like a plus 600 long shot play in there. We also have an extra NBA play for today, Saturday, and a plus 104 UFC play. If you want to come check it out, only $7.99 a month. We keep it super cheap. It's almost like a Patreon. We're not trying to be like, get our VIP picks. It's more just we can only make so much content around plays that it offered us a way to send out extra plays when we like them, just right through the thing. And it's a way to support us doing this. We do monthly contests. We do weekly, usually multiple a week giveaways. And it's just a lot of fun. Great community. Only $8 a month if you want to check it out. But here's the extra play for the 4 p.m. games. I really love this one. Look at that consistency right there. Davante Adams, he has had, let me pull up all the stats too. Davante Adams has had 30+ receiving yards in 25 straight games, 35 or more yards in all 9 games this season. He's averaging over double this with 63.1, tied with Puka for the top target on the season. Matthew Stafford's completion line is 24.5. There's Puka, there's Davante Adams. They don't have any major targets. I think it's just going to be going back and forth to the 2 of them. He also had 66 yards in his 1 matchup against the Seahawks last season. Love him to show up for 30. I love him to show up for 40, but obviously we're playing it safe here. We think he gets 30 for a 26 straight game. And what beats that? Kyren Williams for 25+ yards, which he's had in 40 straight games, with 40 or more yards in his last 25 and 50 or more yards in all 9 games this season. He's averaging 23.2, nearly triple this. He's played the Seahawks twice, 69 and 52. I know the Seahawks are solid against the run, but at home, Kyren Williams is so insanely consistent. He's a workhorse. No matter what's happening in the game, you continue to keep him involved. Think he shows up for 25. Also like him for a couple of receptions. His 2+ receptions is at minus 245. I said we're going to do that long shot parlay we're going to send out. I think that's going to be on there because the Seahawks letting up the most receptions to running backs. Really like that as well. But 25 rushing yards. Then we're taking it. I'm going to go David Njoku. 47 of his last 48, which is insane. He has 20 or more yards in 11 of his last 12. He's averaging 35.1, more than triple this. The Ravens ranked 27th against the pass after being 31st last season. The Browns also an 8.5-point underdog. So if they go behind like that spread suggests, going to be throwing it in his last 4 matchups against the Ravens, 40, 61, 59, and 46. And he has 28 or more yards in his last 11 against them at home. Obviously, the home fans love Njoku. You're probably going to be playing from behind. Ravens not great against tight ends. 10 yards, can get it in 1 catch. I think Njoku gets 2 or 3 here. And then finally, Michael Wilson, 3+ receptions. Doesn't have the same consistency. Obviously only has it in his last 4, which I have the asterisk there. Marvin Harrison, out. Zay Jones, injured reserve, out. That means Michael Wilson is the clear wide receiver 1 because next guy down on the depth chart, Gray Dortch, who doesn't have a catch in his last 2 weeks. And you know the next wide receiver after him that has a reception this season? None. Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, if that's how you pronounce it, Greg Dortch. I might be butchering that. But after that, they don't have another wide receiver with a reception this season. That is crazy. I was reading they're going to bring some people up off the practice squad maybe, but Jacoby Brissett's completion line is at 20.5. And you got Michael Wilson and Greg Dortch. How many times can you throw the ball to Trey McBride? At a certain, you have to throw it to Michael Wilson. And the 49ers are also letting up the ninth most receptions to wide receivers this season. And they're probably going to be playing from behind. I also don't understand how this game is only a 3-point spread. But the bottom line is there is no one else to throw it to. 3 receptions. He's also had in his last 4. And now you take Marvin Harrison and Zay Jones out of the equation. There's a bunch of cop cars going by. I hope it's not totally butchering the audio here. Michael Wilson, I guess our riskiest leg on here in terms of odds, but just based on them not having anyone else to throw to, he's forced to be in the game plan. And if you're the 49ers defensively, you're going to scheme against Trey McBride. You're not going to game plan to limit Michael Wilson. You're going to let him get his and try to limit Trey McBride, even if Trey McBride gets 8 receptions. Michael Wilson's still got to be involved. You're also missing your top 2-3 running backs that used to catch a lot of balls because of injuries. So I just love that. 25 straight, 40 straight, 47 his last 48, any perfect situation for Michael Wilson. -109. Love that play to go along with the +104 video play. Sorry if I've been rambling here a little bit. Really excited for this NFL Sunday. We've got these 2 plays, the 2 extra plays in the cafe membership. Love it, love it, love it. And after the 1 p.m. games, we're going to post a short video for Sunday Night Football between the Eagles and the Lions, which should also be a great game. Let's have a massive NFL Sunday. Really looking forward to it. Would appreciate if you drop a comment, subscribe though. Trying to get to 10K subs by the end of the NBA season. Sorry if I've been ranting. I'll talk to you guys later.